Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August the 8th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody had a great Tuesday out there so far. Hope everybody has a great Tuesday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we'll talk about your forecast for Wednesday and Thursday. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Also, take a look at the watches, warning, advisory map for your location. Also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview and a few other products. And also the storm report that came in this afternoon. And also take a look at the National Hurricane Center at the end of this broadcast. So stick around through the entire video so you will not miss a beat of this forecast. And if you're a new viewer and have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button for me today if you do not mind. Greatly appreciate it. Also like these videos and share these videos on social media so more people can get a chance to see my forecast and maybe grow my channel a little more. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. And we're going to start off with the forecast now. Alright, we got quiet conditions up around portions of Quebec, Canada, back down towards South Canada, back towards the southwestern portions of the area as well. Also, we got high pressure in charge of portions of Maine through Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., through portions of Virginia, through portions of North Carolina, portions of South Carolina, portions of Georgia as well. Also down toward the Houston and Dallas area, toward Mississippi and Louisiana. Also in the portions of northeast Mexico, central Mexico. Also into North Texas, portion of Oklahoma, toward Denver, through New Mexico, portion of Nebraska, also Wyoming, South Dakota, portion of Minnesota, back over to Idaho, portions of Washington State, portion of Montana, through Oregon, also into San Francisco, Los Angeles, Gulf of California as well. Also, we got some critical fire weather problems over central Texas, just west of Dallas, or near Dallas, Texas. And also, we got showers and thunderstorms over portion of Vancouver, Canada, back into Seattle, Washington, and off in the coastal water. Also, there's the remnants of what was Hurricane Gene, Tropical Storm Gene, now just a remnant low. We got showers and storms over northwestern Mexico, northern Mexico, into Arizona, New Mexico. Also in the portion of Utah, also in the portion of Idaho through Montana. Southern Canada there as well, and also over here in southern Canada there as well. And in North Dakota, also in the portion of South Dakota. Also over here, portions of southeast Canada. Also toward Montreal, Toronto, Canada, through portion of New York State. Also Pennsylvania, Virginia, western North Carolina, upstate South Carolina, down into the Florida Keys, Miami, Florida, to the Panhandle, Florida, also in the Gulf Atlantic coastal waters there as well. Also Mississippi over towards Oklahoma, port of Texas, up towards Kansas and Nebraska. Also into Montana, Wisconsin, Chicago, Illinois vicinity as well. Alright, in the red slashed area there's some heavy rain flash flooding possible. In the yellow slashed area there, could be some severe thunderstorm possible in that region for your Wednesday. Alright, moving on to your Thursday forecast. As you can see, we got quiet conditions over here in southwestern Canada, portions of northern Canada, back into portions of Michigan, down towards Chicago, Illinois, through Indiana, southern Illinois, Missouri, over toward Arkansas, down toward Dallas, Houston, area of Texas, also into Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, portion of southern South Carolina, down into Florida, Florida Keys, Miami area, also into Texas, northeast Mexico, central Mexico, also toward Denver, Colorado, also into Nebraska, South Dakota, Montana, southwestern Canada, also Oregon, also northern California, around San Francisco, down in the portion of central California, and also down toward the Gulf of California as well, and portions of Arizona and northwestern Mexico. Alright, we got showers and storms around Los Angeles, back to southern California, through southern Nevada, Utah, back over toward west of Denver, also in New Mexico, also in Arizona, northern Mexico as well. A little bit up here in portion of Montana, also over here in portions southeast Montana, northeastern Wyoming, and western South Dakota. More showers and storms right along the Canadian border of the U.S., right along the North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin area as well, and also down in Iowa, South Dakota, Also more showers and storms over here in Port Mississippi, over toward Atlanta, Georgia, Columbia, South Carolina, and the coastal water through Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, New York, Boston, up toward Maine, also toward Montreal, Canada, Toronto, Canada as well, back through Idaho, through Ohio, into Kentucky, and also into Tennessee. All right, in the red slashed area, there's some flash flooding, heavy rain possible from Atlanta all the way up into West Virginia as well, through portions of Kentucky, western North Carolina, and also into eastern Tennessee for your Thursday. All right, we're going to be using this radar here because it seems like the other one is messing up. So we're going to start with this one here again till they get that other one fixed, I hope. But anyway, we got showers and storms over portions of southeast Canada, back into Maine, down in the port of New York State. Also down here into the Carolinas through Georgia, some down in southern Florida, scattered activity over Mississippi and Arkansas, portions. Also more scattered activity over Indiana, Illinois. More widespread showers and storms up here in portions of Minnesota. Also back in the portion of North Dakota. Scattered activity over Montana. Got some widespread showers and storms off the coast of Washington State. More widespread showers and storms over here in Nebraska and Kansas with some ongoing severe thunderstorm warnings there. And also down here in portions of southeast Georgia as well. All right, got more widespread showers and storms over portions of Colorado down into Arizona, New Mexico, Southern California. Got a few warnings also ongoing in southern New Mexico as well. All right, now let's take a look at the watches, warning, and advisory map for your location across the nation. As you can see here, we got that flood watch, flood advisories, flood warnings in effect for Maine all the way back into New Hampshire and also into Vermont. Also in the portion of northeast New York State, got some beach hazard statements along the coastal areas of New York State. Also got hydro issues down here in portions of Kentucky and the Indiana, Illinois, and also in the Missouri. Also we got them special weather statements also up here in the air quality alerts over Minnesota. Special weather statement there for South Dakota. Red fire weather watches in effect for portions of Wyoming, air quality alert for portions of Oregon as well. Severe thunderstorm watches and severe thunderstorm warnings ongoing in portions of Kansas, Colorado, Nebraska, Colorado, northwestern portions of Kansas. Flood watches also in effect for portions of Kansas and one county there in Nebraska. And also we got some air quality alert for central and southwestern portions of Colorado. Red flag warning is also in effect for southern Colorado, southeastern Utah, and also northern portions of Arizona. Flood advisory for portions of southern Arizona. Over here in New Mexico, got a few special weather statements and severe thunderstorm warnings for you guys here in southern New Mexico. We got the excessive heat warnings ongoing here in Texas, also into Louisiana, portions of Mississippi, also into northern Florida, also the Panhandle of Florida, and also southern Georgia. Excessive heat watches in effect for South Florida. Also got heat advisory for southern southeastern portions of New Mexico, western Texas, southern Texas, northeastern Texas, southeastern Texas, much of Louisiana, central and southern Mississippi, southern Alabama, the Panhandle of Florida, central Florida, southern Georgia, portion of southern South Carolina as well. We've got some severe thunderstorm warnings ongoing in southeast Georgia as well. Let's see, that takes care of that. Still got a red flag warning for you guys in portions of Alaska. Still got the high wind warnings. Flood watches in effect for the Hawaiian Chain Island and gale warnings around the island as well. Excuse me. All right, Storm Prediction Center overview. All right, we still got that general thunderstorms in the northeast. That's what you're seeing on the radar. All that rain and storms up there. Still got a severe thunderstorm watch down in southeast Georgia with that line of storms going. In that slight risk area, marginal risk elsewhere up toward portions of Wyoming. Slight risk over in portions of Colorado, Nebraska, and Kansas. And marginal risk in northern Minnesota. Lighter green areas is just general thunderstorm. Convective outlook, you can see that pretty much. There's marginal risk in the green, yellow, enhanced risk for severe weather. Current watches, like I said, for eastern portions of Wyoming, much of Nebraska, portions of northeastern Colorado, northwestern Kansas, also over here in southern South Carolina, southeast Georgia, northern Florida as well. MDS discussion, just talking about the current watch. Storm reports. Currently, as of this recording, we had 5 tornado reports this afternoon, pretty much over here in portions of Colorado, and also over here into portions of Massachusetts area here, New Jersey region. Also, we had high wind reports. Wind reports was 46, 0 was high. They pretty much took place up in, like I said, Massachusetts area, West Virginia, Myrtle Beach area, South Carolina, much of Georgia, and much of in central and eastern portion of Alabama. Alright, hail report. We had 15, 5 of them were large. We had one up here near the Canadian border of Minnesota, one in here, another one west Minnesota, northern portion of Wyoming, western portion of Nebraska, South Dakota, western Nebraska, and the eastern portion of Colorado. 5 of them were large, so that's why you see some of the darker marks. So the total number was 66 currently as of this recording. I do expect these numbers to increase as the evening wears on and the afternoon do too. Alright, fire weather, critical fire weather, elevated fire weather over portions of Texas, also over here in portions of Utah, and also in Colorado, New Mexico, and Arizona, and also in the southern Nevada as well. For our fire weather, the National Hurricane Center. Currently, there are no tropical cyclones expected over the next 48 hours, and nothing expected over the next 7 days as well. Alright, well, everybody enjoyed this video. Everybody continue to stay safe and well. Enjoy the weather. It's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing if you have not, and we'll catch you back in the next video. Have a great Tuesday evening.